Hey, I'm Zach McDonald, your real estate agent here with Real Property Associates, and I want to share a quick story that I think might be educational for you today. And this story is about buyer's remorse and also backing out of a real estate purchase, so backing out of a home purchase. Today, I am right now sending over a rescission to a seller's agent, and my buyer was able to get a house under contract. Actually shared the story yesterday with an inspection contingency over two other offers. The seller chose ours over theirs for a little bit higher price. The unfortunate part about that is the buyer then has more time to think about it and can change their mind. So my clients decided that they didn't want to buy this house and in this location, which is totally acceptable during the inspection period, and they've decided to back out. So what happens in this case is they've already deposited their earnest money with an inspection contingency. They're able to back out of the transaction by simply sending over their response to the seller that they disapprove of the inspection and their findings during this period, and they're able to rescind their offer and back out of the contract and also retain their earnest money. So working on that right now. Something I want to share and talk about just a little bit is this idea of buyer's remorse. It's something that I see pretty often, not every time, but a lot of buyers will get nervous after they've either made an offer or after their offer's been accepted, because this is a big decision. And I see it more often with first-time home buyers than I do with people that maybe are more seasoned home buyers and have bought a few. What happens is, you start thinking about this decision a little bit more. Man, it's a lot of money I'm spending. Most people are getting into debt, so then they're thinking about all this debt they're going to be under. And then they start thinking about all the other things. Well, this house isn't perfect, and this is mainly after that inspection. It's not perfect. There's things we have to do to it. Do we really want this? Is this really the area we want to live in? So there's all sorts of different emotions and questions that go on, and it's perfectly normal. So if you're thinking about buying a house, just know that going into it, you might have second thoughts, and it's okay. A lot of times buyers will actually work through those thoughts and stick with the purchase. In this case, my clients have decided that after thinking about it, it's not what they want to do, which is totally acceptable. And as a seller, this is your, warning. I tell clients this when we get multiple offers. When you have a buyer with an inspection period, which is normal, probably in a lot of markets if you're watching this video and you don't live in Seattle, but in Seattle, if you're getting 3 or 4 or 5 different offers and you take an offer with an inspection contingency, this is your risk, is that the buyer might back out or try to negotiate, which we did as well, rather than just continuing to move forward. If you don't have the inspection period, typically the buyer is going to be committed a lot more to the purchase, and if they don't continue, they would generally be losing their earnest money unless something happened that was a little bit out of the ordinary. So buyers, it's acceptable to have the buyer's remorse and and it's normal. And I'm happy to, and this is something I talk with clients through this is where I become more like a counselor, which is kind of fun in the job. But sellers also know there is a risk to taking an offer with an inspection contingency, and consider yourself warned right now. So if you have questions, I say this every time, but if you have questions about real estate or buying a house in the Seattle area, I'd love to be a resource for you. And you can pick my brain, you can explain your own situation. Love to be able to provide advice into those specific situations. And again, thanks so much for watching. I do value your attention a lot, and I'll probably have another video for you here later. I want to try out one of my new video toys. So we'll talk soon. Bye for now.